You know, roasting your girlfriend is sort of like roasting your boss. You know, the analogy is closer than you think because there's no question who the boss is in this relationship. I like to pretend daddy, but no. So, you know, if you're going to roast your boss, you know, you need to say just enough to make the audience laugh. But if you cross the line, you're fired. And if you're roasting your girlfriend and you cross the line, you'll never get a blowjob again. You're going to be here in like 10 years, and I'm going to tell a friend, I didn't get any head ever since she turned 34. What happened? You know, it's kind of like those job interview questions where they're like, what's your greatest flaw? And you're supposed to say something negative, but it can't be too negative. So if I was going to answer that accurately, I would say, well, I'm a misanthrope and I hate humanity. And the only reason I want this job is so I can have some bread to buy drugs, so I can get my mind off the hellscape that is planet Earth. Do you pay enough to support my ketamine habit? But no, you can't answer like that. So you say something like, "Oh, who's done this? My greatest flaw? I'm just such a perfectionist. I'm just too much of a perfectionist. I will not stop until the job is done." And my coworkers just find that so annoying. So the equivalent answer when roasting my boss, Emily, is something like, you know what Emily's greatest flaw is? She's just too damn hot. How can I even keep up with her? Every day at 8 a.m., she gets up like the Energizer Bunny and goes to the gym and just leaves me in the dust, moping around in bed for the next 3 hours. That's actually true. Without her, and it's so annoying. No, Emily really does leave me in the dust with the looks. And that actually is a problem in our relationship. Because you know what people think when they see a gorgeous 34-year-old woman in fantastic shape when she's on the arms of a 47-year-old guy with a bald head and gray hair? I didn't know that was a thing, actually, that you could have no hair and gray hair. You know, I thought at least it would be one or the other, but at 47, I discovered they could go together. So you know what people think when they see Emily with the no hair, gray hair guy? They think that guy must be rich. It's a problem, actually. I'm out with Emily and we're just trying to enjoy our dinner together. We're splitting the bill, of course. And someone comes up to me and says, hey, could you donate to our nonprofit? Excuse me? And they say, our nonprofit, you're rich, right? No, Emily is not a gold digger. I think we can attest to that. The only gold I have is these gold-tipped Costco socks. $12.99 a dozen. I'd like to think that the reason Emily is with me is that I have a heart of gold. And maybe that is part of it. But do you want to know the real reason I think Emily is with me? The real reason a real catch like Emily is with me. And she is a catch, isn't she? I'm working hard to save my blowjobs. So the real reason a catch like Emily is with a 47-year-old writer who lives in his mom's basement is, have you seen the house that this basement is in? Emily's not a gold digger, but she does know how to dig for real estate. You know what? I don't blame her. Did any of you guys see the place she used to live in San Anselmo? Raise some hands. Okay, now the real roast starts. Okay, so for those of you who never visited Emily's previous fine accommodation in Marin. It was a studio apartment on Mount Tam, and the studio part was fine. It was a big room with a skylight and a view under the trees, very nice. It was only when you went past the room into the kitchen that the problems began. So you go through the room, you go down these stairs into a tiny little separate kitchen. And at the end of that kitchen is the bathtub and shower in the kitchen. So I'm just gonna scrub my dishes and my balls in my ass. I don't even need to change position, 2 for 1. But that was actually just the start of the problems in this place. So the real problem was that at the beginning of the kitchen, right before the kitchen sink, was a little closet room. And when you opened the closet room, there was the toilet right next to the kitchen sink, which was also the bathroom sink, because the kitchen was the bathroom. So Emily would be in the kitchen preparing to cook dinner. You know, that's the problem with Emily. She just cooks dinner too damn well. And it spoils me for other food. So, you know, she's preparing to cook, and she's like, honey, what do you want for dinner? And she doesn't have to yell very loud because I'm right next to her in the toilet closet. And I say, you know, I don't know, honey. Let me decide when I'm done in here. You know, I think I'll have some roast potatoes. And I get out, and Emily's like, the door, too, they were like slatted doors. You would think that if they were going to build the bathroom in the kitchen, they'd have like better insulation. But it was like, so she's like, okay, I'll start in a minute. Let me just open the window here. And I'm like, okay, well, let me wash my hands. Oh, could you move those carrots, please? So Emily's definitely taken a step up here in my place, or rather my mom's place. This is something Emily talks to her therapist a lot about. By the way, we each have our own therapist, and we have a couples therapist. We have 3 therapists for 2 people. We're a highly therapized couple here, and we definitely need it. So, you know, as an aside, I was thinking, since we have 3 therapists among us, we should just save time and have them work everything out between themselves. Emily's therapist processing with mine, and then our couples therapist can mediate between them. So we call it outsourced therapy. Emily's therapist is $150 an hour, and my therapist is $300 an hour, because I'm twice as fucked up as Emily. And our couples therapist is $200 an hour, which we share. So we go Dutch on our couples therapist. Isn't that romantic? I'm going to take you on a date to our couples therapist, but we do need to split the bill. So adding up all these 3 therapists together, that would be like $650 an hour to get all of them on the line together. And we wouldn't even need to be there. I mean, think of the efficiency there. I did once see a meme that said, somebody's therapist knows all about you. But you know what? I don't care because...
You're probably a lot of people's therapist.
Yeah. But you know what? I don't care because I love Emily. And instead of giving you a roast, Emily, what I really want to do is give you a toast. Because you are an incredible girlfriend, and I'll always love you. Happy birthday, my darling Emily. I'm so happy you were born.